And welcome back. Here's Nick.
Hey.
We are, So we're going to talk about what we want to talk about. We're going to talk about...
Fuck you guys!
Yeah. We're going to talk about sensitive issues. We're going to insult your way of life and your political beliefs. We're going to talk about the IMF.
Because, you know what? It's fucking important.
It's incredibly fascinating.
And we find important things interesting.
Maybe I was doing you a disservice by thinking that you weren't interested in the IMF, you know? When I saw that, like, I couldn't believe it. Like, to the extent that I had to go back and, you know, check that it didn't come from, like, some...
The Onion.
That was like, cherry-picking the data. But it was, like, it seemed to be, like, you know... Just about as explicit as it could be that they were just like, no, you know...
Yeah, we fucked up.
Yeah. And like
the fact that they needed a report internally to prove it to themselves,
right.
you know, like
I always thought that it's like everybody. Oh, jeez.
Like that this was cynically done. Of course, they know.
Yeah, exactly.
You know that this was in fact some ploy to get you know debtor countries to do what we wanted them to do.
Exactly, it's just a mechanism of imperialism. But like the possibility that.
They really didn't
know.
know.
They really didn't know. They really thought they were helping the people.
We thought we were doing good.
Like, that is so much worse.
Yeah, I know.
That is so much worse. Oh my god. Okay, so you remember the fucking bullshit that we have to pull in this round, right?
Oh, with that? I don't remember exactly, but I'm dead anyway, so...
Yeah, so we have not succeeded. Yeah, you got to get the crystal ball, and then I've got to get to the gate. This is the friendship killer.
That's right. This is the friendship killer.
Yeah, this is the one where...
This is 99.
This is the one where genuine, like, hatred can seep in. Because if you don't do this thing, then you're taken to the boss, but it's not the real boss, and you don't get the real ending. So instead, you have to do this poorly defined and unexplained activity in, like, classic Nintendo fashion, where you got to get that good, and now it's my job to not fuck up doing this. Shit.
Who's the fuck up now?
It's me!
That's right.
Alright, we gotta kill it. We gotta kill ourselves.
The company decided we have to let you go.
Yeah. Let's go and...
Thank you for your service.
Let's go and just...
And commit
suicide. Try not to kill them. Thank you.
I've killed it. Well, I guess one has to, eventually.
Last playthrough you did.
That's right, I did do that. I forgot about that. Thank you for reminding me. Terrific.
Okay, so but that time it was me who fucked up and not you, so I ask merely that you do that again.
Yeah. Now I'm getting clobbered. Jesus.
Come on, I'm waiting. I'm in there. I'm waiting.
I may be this.
You can do it. You can't do it. You're fucked. It's done.
All right, Death.
I
killed him. Of course.
I told you. Try not to kill him, I said.
Yeah, I know.
All right.
So, because this is so tension-laden,
yeah.
I have a little anecdote to lighten the mood.
Yeah, all right. Go for it.
And in pursuing my internship job thing today, a certain Sam Watterson,
nice,
came to my office.
Let's just pretend that I don't know who that is.
He was the star of Law and Order.
Oh, yeah.
And he hinted that they are perhaps going to make the show again.
Oh my god, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fucking Hollywood scoop. This is an exclusive.
It is.
Like
that's really not the news here. The news here is that I responded to that in the control room by saying, "Stop being so McCoy."
You did not.
I did.
You did not.
And
what was the general reaction? Were you immediately slain? Were you killed on the spot?
They giggled.
Oh my god! You have found the workplace for you.
I know. They were like they're better than my boss's puns.
Nick was made for public radio.
I know.
Can I just say that?
Know.
Like, brother, can you spare a lime?
I will never stop taking the residuals from that. Apparently, some other people in some other show stole that from me.
Jesus.
And I'm not even paid.
The nerve.
No one says, "Hey, who was that guy?"
Can you believe that this man is proud of having come up with Brother, Can You Spare a Lime?
Okay, look, can I explain the segment was?
No.
You have to hear this. I don't get to defend myself?
No, absolutely not.
Okay, in a capitalist system even, everyone has their day in court. Okay?
All right, fine.
All right, so what happened was that I was given my first assignment to write a segment for a certain radio show, and it was about how there was a lime shortage. Mm-hmm. And so I spent all day, I slaved over this. I spent all day with my roommate trying to come up with a catchy title for this, and we were just doing lime puns, and I came up with Brother, Can You Spare a Lime? And it was really funny, and everyone liked it. And they changed the title of the segment so that they could have that, and then the host read it, and he said, ouch. That's my claim to fame.
As well he should.
As well he should have. No, and it was only because I didn't tell him it was in the prep.
You sprung it on him.
I sprung it on him.
He had to read it.
No.
He had to read it cold. On the air.
I didn't. To be fair, it was there when I showed it to him. I just didn't mention it because I wanted it so badly, and I think it's cost me getting a job on that show. To be perfectly honest, I've applied to work at that show like 3 times, and they've all been like, no.
It can't be Brother, Can You Spare a Lime that is keeping you from getting a job on that show.
I think it may have contributed. That's all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
I think they're jealous. I think he's kicking himself that he didn't come up with it himself.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
Capitalism.
You know what I've determined?
What have you determined?
I've understood finally the reason why none of these have worked. These playthroughs.
Why?
It's because the length of time it takes to play through this game is about a half an hour too long to sustain all of the insights that I have about the game. And so that means that we have to rely on our own minds for the rest of it.
Yeah, and I'm pulling my weight over here.
Yeah. Clearly. With the same genius that brought you Brother, Can You Spare a Lime? No.
I assure you someone will giggle at that. And someone will also giggle at Don't Be So McCoy. That was pure genius.
I cannot believe that I'm sitting next to you and not murdering you.
What's wrong with that?
Now that I know that you're responsible for that.
That was great. That was a great pun. That was...
And it was right off the dome, and it was in the
It was off the dome. It was...
To the guy.
I didn't say it to him.
Oh.
No, I said it in the control room to other people.
Okay, never mind. That's
not to people, not the celebrity.
That would have been you would have been.
Oh, he would have loved it. Are you kidding?
Well,
he would have loved it.
It wouldn't have been bad. He would have been like too good and pure for this world, is what I'm saying.
I know that would have been too great. I wish I had produced that. I wish I had produced that segment because I totally would have written it into the things that they like to say this, and he would have loved it. I'm telling you, the man would have loved it.
I'm absolutely certain that the man who we're carefully not mentioning would have loved it.
I don't like saying names of people, even
No. It makes I think that you're absolutely right not to.
Ooh, I really...
Particularly given all of the terrible things that we've said already in this production. You won.
They're hard to get.
The learner has become the master.
Well, I still die a lot.
That is true, but don't we all? When it comes right down to it.
We live astride a grave. No, we were born astride a grave. Oh my god, I misquoted Beckett. I should be shot.
Yes, you should be shot.
Not for that. Not for my terrific pun that's going to make me popular with everyone. That's not why I should be shot.
The ladies will be all up on us.
They don't know what they're missing.
I think they do, Nick. I think they do. Let's see here.
That was a burn.
I don't think they're ready for this jelly, is what I'm trying to tell you.
A nice save. No one's ready for this jelly. No one deserves this jelly.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to say.
This preserve is too ripe.
It's too rare. Too ripe and rare. You're a quince too far. That's what you are.
A quince too far is indeed what I am.
My god. My god. We are almost done. We are almost done.
Oh no, I'm trapped. No longer! No.
Shit!
Still trapped.
That was amazing.
Oh,
I self-immolated there. Okay. Now what?
Pop.
Thanks. I'm just going to take one of those ill-gotten lives of yours.
Ill-gotten. How dare
Well, we've gotten to the next part.
Oh, no! The heart, it's there! Die, you miserable bastards!
We've gotten...
You sons of bitches!
Get it!
No!
Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh my god.
That was my battle cry. How'd you feel about it?
I liked it. But thank you for giving me the opportunity by not sucking at this point. Before that, to
give you the hope that it might.
Well, no. To let me make my next super important point about capitalism, which is that now that you are succeeding, despite the fact that that we have decided that you are in the role of peon.
Yes.
You are fucking with my worldview, and therefore my immediate idea is that you must have come by it
ill-gotten,
dishonestly. Yeah. Nice.
But you're. I think you are under the impression that. Well, not the impression, but you're hoping that the student cannot learn, which is another thing of capitalism that actually students should only learn to the master after the master is dead. That students learning before that is not in their interest, and so there is actually a system here in place. Oh dear. Oh
all right,
my. Oh
we're ready for this.
No, not at all.
Get your jug, man. Murdered to death. Make your point. It's not like you had anything else to do.
What was I saying?
You were saying that it was only.
Oh yeah, so it's in your interest. So is it possible that the lesson you have learned here is mistaken because it's in your interest to believe that I am not capable of succeeding, so that you can remain the master? That there is actually no interest in teaching, only insofar as you delude yourself into thinking you have a legacy.
I think you're absolutely right. I mean, I think that if I was, if I was serious about this, if I was truthful about the idea of having your... No, we can't do it. We can't win now. If I was serious about having your... I'm going to throw myself on the mercy of the blob. If I was serious about... okay, so you know the drill.
Mm-hmm.
If I was serious about... Okay, so... God damn it, you're in my corner. Both corners of my corner. If I was serious about the idea that I wanted to make you better at this game, or that I had any interest in improving you at all, then I would relish the idea of you someday overcoming me and becoming better at this game. But because I know what it's like to be in the role of the peon, and I'm in no hurry to assume that role, and certainly in no hurry to assume that role vis-a-vis you, in fact. So, while in order to maintain my self-image, I must tell myself that the steps that I'm taking, and in fact what I'm doing is I'm breaking you down with my cruelty and my insults and my ridiculous expectations, but the truth of the matter is that I'm setting you up for failure because I don't want to hit that moment that when, as happens in nature, as we were discussing before with ducklings, when the duckling turns on her mother at last and eats her.
I'm going to ignore the fact that ducklings don't eat their mothers.
Who's the bird expert in this room?
I'm starting to doubt it. Starting to doubt
Do
your
not doubt my
competency.
fucking bird expertise. We just won.
We did. Every time.
You know what? It turned out in the end, and it's like, as I have remarked, at the end of life, when it all comes down to it, when, it's time to have that heart-to-heart with where, the parent or the child or the master and the apprentice are finally peers, and it's time to hash out all the terrible things that happen. you'll forgive almost any trespass just because we got to the bit with the pink hearts.
And the girls.
And the girls. And that is the secret of the longevity of capitalism, Bobby and Babby. Mm-hmm. That as long as you do end up getting at least a piece of that pie, you are more than willing to enact the system again when you find your own little peon to punch in the gut.
Such is the great circle
exactly
of life.
And I think that, your saving grace, Nick, is your unwillingness to be shitty to people.
And your saving grace is being willing to be shitty to people when they really need to be shat upon.
Well, thank you. I don't think that's a circumstance that we even covered here, but I appreciate it.
No, I think that's what this has all been about.
Yeah.
That I'm not willing to be shitty to people, and that is ultimately my nature. Mm-hmm. And that you're trying to put some iota, some soupçon of toughness and of criticism and of willingness to be just a little bit harsh in order to give that special someone, whoever it may be for me, a chance to be better. And not just satisfy myself with the idea that I am a decent person, because that's just selfish.
Yeah. You're right. I think that despite the fucked up system that we find ourselves in, there was, it turns out, a lot to learn from Bubble Bobble.
There was.
Come here, man.
That's it.
There you go. Bye.
Bye.